Hi, my name is Zoe, and this is my dog Miso. A year ago, I decided to move to the countryside of Japan to pursue my dream of becoming a full-time artist. Here are snippets of my day-to-day life. I hope you enjoy. Miso has been the cutest little girl ever. She has found a little spot here on my bed and she has just been sleeping here for the last couple of hours. Look, her little ears are pricked up, but she's always so shy, so she's pretending that she doesn't know what's going on. Hi, Miso. Look at her little eye. Hello. It's okay. You can stay sleeping. It's okay. She was putting her head on my pillow just a minute ago. It was so cute. Okay, we will come and hang out with you again soon. Okay? Oyasumi. Oh, we woke her up. Oh. Oh. It's okay, you can go back to sleep, Miso. Sleepy time for you. Good night. These are my hoshigaki this year. I think I made them on like the 3rd of November. I have a photo in my phone, so that's why. So it's about December 30th at the moment. They're just starting to get their sugary, flowery coating, but they are looking super good. So I'm getting a little bit excited about these too. I have just taken one to sample. This is what it looks like in the middle. And we are going to try it now. ちょっと食べてみます。Really sweet. Like really sweet. And to finish the day with my favorite place. Oh, it looks like someone's waiting for me. Hi, Miso. Miso. Hi, Miso. Did you have a nice sleep?興味なし。OK、じゃあねー。Today I have decided to make pavlova. I didn't get to eat any at Christmas time and I've kind of been craving it ever since because it's a bit of an Aussie tradition. So I'm just going to make one now for the New Year's. So today I am preparing the base. All I have is 6 eggs here. You only need the whites, but I'm going to keep the yolks because I can make like a really nice lemon or lime curd out of those anyway. And then I also just have like some granulated sugar. You will need 225 grams and then also a tablespoon of cornstarch or 10 grams if that is easier for you. I'm just gonna go ahead and start breaking the whites now, but first I'm just gonna set up camera number 2. First step is to separate the eggs. Get those yolks out of the way. Alright, these yolks look so damn good. They are like so yellow. Check this out. They are gonna make a really nice curd. So anyway, put them aside. I don't need them. Okay, step 2 is to measure out this sugar. 225 grams. Let's go 229. Look, I'm happy with that. So anyway, the key for this is to add the sugar in slowly and beat. We've got to beat until stiff peaks. So I don't know, it might take anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes. It is a very slow process, but you don't want to overbeat it because that can happen. So yeah, you just have to keep on beating and checking and beating and checking. And yeah, it'll be over before we know it. So here goes. Oh, it's coming, I can feel it. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, we're pretty much at soft peaks now. That's when it has a little flip. Another thing too, you can tell it's almost getting done is because you can see it's starting to get these like ridge lines from the mix up. So that's like another good indication. It's still very soft though. When it gets to this point, it's like you just have to keep checking every few seconds because you're just not sure if it's gonna overwhip. Make my peak again. It's definitely peaking, but this is the ultimate test. Are you ready? It's a bit scary. Look at that, it's not coming out the bowl. That is when you know you can stick peaks. I am just gonna, look, I even got a cool little, oh, can you see? I'm gonna put it this way. Yeah, I've even got a stiff peak this way. So that's when you know it is done. So next, chucking all that cornstarch in, and there is a lot stuck to the bowl. So I am just gonna spatula the rest in because I do not want to waste it. We need you. All right, that is done. So for this step, literally just until this mixes into the mixture, you do not want to beat it any more than you need to now. You have beaten it long enough. So what I was saying about pavlova is that so actually, first I'm going to explain while I do this. So you can just lay it out in a tray. My aunt, she usually does 3 really like thin ones and then layers it with cream, and it's really nice. But I am just going to put it into one big like lump, if you will. And the thing with pavlova is the more uneven and imperfect it is, the better it will taste because these all turn into little crispy bits. So you want to try and get like all these weird little raw stick outy bits, for lack of a better word. And yeah, your pav will be awesome. Also, good idea to hollow out the middle a little bit so you can layer it with cream and even like lemon curd and fruit. Like lemon curd and blueberry one is like, oof, like that is good. I'm probably going to put curd in mine just so I can use up the yolks, and yeah, maybe top it with some kiwi fruit because that is in season here. But yeah, the thing with the oven is, especially in Japan, ovens are like really small. So if the oven starts to get too hot, it will make the pavlova sweat. And so what will happen then is it will bead on the outside, and pretty much if your pavlova turns like a brown color instead of like being like a white or a peachy off-white color, you know you've kind of stuffed it up. But it just means you won't have the crispy outside, like you'll still get a really nice marshmallowy texture. So last time when I was doing my first trial and error of the Japanese oven and just making a pavlova in this tiny little oven. I stuffed up the first one, but I used it like my aunt as the layers. And I had this beautiful giant pavlova, and I did actually manage to ace the second time. So we ended up with like this beautiful marshmallowy, fluffy, soft pavlova, and it just tasted super good. So even if you do make a mistake, don't worry, you can use it in the layers. But what my piece of advice would be is to kind of open the oven and check it every 10 to 15 minutes to see if it's going okay. And also, especially in the Japanese oven, because it's so small, it actually kind of needs to let out some of the heat. So I made it, first time was a mistake, second time aced it. Third time, I made it the same way as the second one, but because I wasn't checking it every 10 to 15 minutes, it still failed. It sweated and it didn't go crunchy and nice. Like, you should be able to tap it on the side and it sounds hollow. So that is what we are aiming for. Anyway, that is pretty much the key. I'm going to cook this for potentially 90 minutes at 130. If you're in a regular Western size oven, you can do 150 for like 10 to 15 minutes. But yeah, Japanese oven, a little bit different, a little bit fiddly. Still trying to perfect the way to do it. But anyway, I have just been yapping here, so I'm gonna make this into a nice shape now. And see, I think these eggs were a little bit small because the one I made last time was a lot bigger. But as you can see, I'm literally just pounding it like this because I want all these little like crispy, delicious bits to come out on the side. But I do not want it to be all perfect and smooth. I want it as dilapidated and rustic as it could possibly be, because the more of this in, the nicer and more delicious the texture will be. And I'm just trying to like hollow out the middle too, so I have somewhere to put the lemon curd. I'm probably going to make yuzu curd because I know I definitely have yuzu juice in my fridge. This is pavlova. This is what it looks like. And that is what it's going to go into the oven looking like. The oven has just warmed up. So here's the pav. We pray to the pav gods that this one is going to work. And yeah, let's put that in. Put my timer for 90 minutes, but we will keep checking it every 10 to 15. Here goes nothing. It has been about 12 or 13 minutes, so I'm gonna have my first opening of the oven for the pav. All right, it's looking good, but it's still jiggly, and as you can see here, it is starting to get a little bit brown on the edges. So it's kind of like the perfect timing to pull it out. Flip the tray around. And we go again. So yeah, I reckon 10 minutes. 10-minute intervals in a Japanese oven. They are just too small and get way too hot too easily. A quick check of this pad. Okay, you can see it's starting to get that quiet brown color on the outside. It looks like it's about to start sweating, so like I'm getting a little bit nervous. The color has changed to this kind of peachy off-white kind of color. I'm just gonna flip it around one more time. I reckon even like another 10 minutes or so. Oh, I don't know, do I take it out? Ooh, maybe put like another, it's not sweating yet, but it just doesn't feel like it's gonna get crunchy yet. So just a little bit longer maybe. It's not crunchy enough, I want my crunch. Pavlova, darling, why are you so pretty? So again, check that we are not sweating. It feels like this might still feeling very marshmallowy. So I am gonna turn it around. I'm actually a bit worried about this one because it's looking a bit dark, but not to worry. I can use it for layers if it doesn't work out. Alrighty, so I have been lightly tapping at the sides and stuff here. So if I tap here with my nail, you can hear that sound. So that is like the crispy sound I want. Now I don't have it in the middle here, but that is gonna have a topping. Anyway, it had 30 minutes left on the oven, and I just am really worried that it's gonna start sweating and then I'll lose this beautiful crunchy kind of textures that I have along here. So I've just decided to call it quits. But yeah, this is kind of the color and that's what it looks like.